Okay, I'm assuming that coming into Austria, Vienna might be a little bit more interesting than some of the other stuff.
Zatočte vlevo. Po 1 kilometru opusťte dálnici. Potom zatočte vlevo.
So that's just coming off. This is just basically the exit town. I assume that's what they mean by they mean downtown, I suppose. Know what town means.
Po 80 metrech zatočte vlevo. Překročili jste povolenou rychlost.
So it's the end of the motorway.
Změna směru po 1,4
basically just
kilometrech.
spills into effectively into a normal road. Joins up with one of the normal city roads. As you can see, I'm a little bit fed up of the fact that this is not changing to keep it easier for me.
Překročili jste povolenou rychlost.
Babylon, more than a nightclub, dear. Okay, so now I've got it doing things as it should be, showing me the way to go with a green line as well as the...
Příští změna směru po 800 metrech zatočte vlevo.
So this is next to a small river. It can't possibly be the Danube because it's too small. Maybe a tributary. Almost certain to be a tributary of the Danube, but
Příští změna směru po 300 metrech zatočte vlevo.
Okay. That looks like this one.
Po 100 metrech zatočte vlevo. Potom pokračujte rovně.
I must admit that it's a very good thing to have this, because I don't have to bother getting the map out, looking at it, pulling over, looking at the map, memorising bits of the map. It makes it easy. Sometimes I think it makes it a bit too easy, because your old skills of doing that, of reading maps on the hoof and what have you, no longer needed. They will go into disuse, and you simply become dependent upon the technology. Is that good or bad? Well, maybe it's both. But certainly it makes it easy. I mean, I can just basically... I can't completely rely on this. I've got to keep my eyes open to make sure there aren't new traffic schemes that I'm going to be breaking if I follow that. That I have to do. You know, I've got to take it with a pinch of salt. Any machine should be taken with a pinch of salt.
Po 90 metrech pokračujte rovně.
Rovně. Can I go Rovně though? This is always the question. Am I allowed to go direct into a city centre? See, when you go into a city centre, yeah, you can come up against things like congestion charge, this, you know, not allowed to do this, not allowed to do that, and you just don't want to end up, you know, having to do with the police, because the problem with being in a car is that, you know, you can be perfectly innocent and mean only the best and for all your fellow man and try to be as law-abiding as you like, but you could happen to miss something and you are in trouble. You're in trouble with the law in the way that you wouldn't be if you were just like a pedestrian or even a bike rider.
Po 120 metrech zvolte třetí mírně vpravo.
It's got 2 kilometres left to go. The other thing to watch out for are these tram lines.
Po 50 metrech zvolte druhý mírně vpravo.
Cílpunkt.
Příští změna směru po 770 metrech pokračujte rovně.
And then the whole question is going to be, how do I park my car as close as possible to the place I'm going? That's going to be the next thing, the next challenge to meet. hopefully it's a friendly city, and the way in which people buy parking rights from machines is evident, and you can use coins for it and things. That would be the best way. Or to actually have a normal arranged parking place like this one is, obviously, near to it. However, this is still, a mile away from it, and, well, I'm not sure I want to pick that one if I can get a nearer one. It's nice out here now, but it might be raining later. I'm still... Whoa, that's nice, isn't it? That building there with the glass with the different colours on it, and that's quite imposing and even quite attractive for a modern building with its lines. It doesn't go straight up it, I think it slightly cuts in, but only on a very, very slight.
Příští změna směru po 300 metrech pokračujte rovně.
Radetzky Straße. This is called Invalidenstraße. Invalid Street. And that one there is called Marxgasse. Marxgasse. I can't imagine it's called Karl Marx Street. Must have some other Marx character in mind. There's an interesting garage parking area for the Justice Palace, but now we're still 250 away from where I need to be. I've stopped here because even though I've got a green light, because I've got nowhere to go on, but they're moving forward, so I'll move over it. That's obviously a possible place to park as well, but once again not close.
Po 100 metrech pokračujte rovně.
Oh, po 100 metrech rovně, so we're still not to the place where I need to change left, which is coming up. 140 meters, so this will be the one.
Po 90 metrech zatočte vlevo.
Alright, vlevo. Here we go. And this is Stubenring. I'm trying to find Schubertring, which is not exactly the same as Stubenring, but at least it's a ring, yeah?
Příští změna směru po 820 metrech zatočte vlevo.
Now I'm 790 meters from my stated destination, and I would like to focus a little bit on the car parking scenario, so I will have to bid you farewell for a minute so I can give myself over to that 100%. But I think you've seen a bit of coming into Vienna anyway, so that was the idea.